Hello, everyone. Welcome to our show. My name is Mia Bertelsen, and I'm here representing Local Umbrella Media. And I'm in the IQ Podcast Studios in beautiful Coronado, California. And I have a special guest today. Her name is Malena Lowe. In just a minute, she's going to tell us all about her projects and her story. It's very interesting. But first, I want to let our readers know that with our publications, we're so excited for our May issue. We're going to be focusing on mothers, of course, because in May it's Mother's Day. And we're going to celebrate all things mother, as well as in May, there's a special week dedicated to nurses. And I think that we would all agree that nurses have been so important during this pandemic. And we have a special contest. And we're asking our readers to send in a picture and a little commentary about why this nurse is the most wonderful, deserving nurse. And we're going to publish their picture as well as the little description of what they do, where they work, some special facts about them. And we're going to pick one female nurse and one male nurse, and we're going to give them an award. And the awards are really cool. We're going to give them to the lady a pair of desert diamond earrings. I'm actually wearing my desert diamond today. You can't see my earrings, but my necklace is a little charm there. It's my favorite jewelry ever. And for the man, we're going to give him a case of Jackie's jam so that every morning when he has some toast or with his bread, he can have some really, really delicious jam. So now I'd like to introduce to you our guest today. Her name is Malena Lowe, and Malena is a very special person. She's a woman that I think you will be so excited to hear what her projects are. She's a woman on the move. She's so positive. She has projects. And I first met her because one of my favorite things to do on Saturday mornings is to go to the Eastlake Farmers Market. It's on Fenton Street in Chula Vista. And it's just a really great way to start off your morning. You can get something to drink, some yummy food. You can buy some produce. You can get gifts, and it's just see some friends. And it's a really great, great time. And so Malena here is going to introduce herself and then tell us a little bit about how this great market started. Welcome, Malena.
Oh, thank you for having me, Mia.
Our
Yes,
pleasure.
thank you. Thank you so much. You want to know, my name is Malena Lowe. I'm part of the Eastlake Farmers Market. I work with Patrick Cuff, Corey Boda, and myself. We're
Great.
three entrepreneurs that we started this idea and we developed it. And, it's really amazing how, week by week, we get to help a lot of people in our community.
It's true.
Mhm.
You have a lot of
Mhm.
vendors. You have a lot of different kind of things that offer. What would someone see when they go to your market?
People that come to our market, they will see jewelry. We have an amazing chef called Michel, and he makes this amazing pastries.
They're delicious.
This great drink. He lived in Mexico, so he makes this great drink. We have Livy that makes the cookie. We have what else? We have Mexican food.
Oh, yes,
We have
tacos.
birria. We have pozole. We have Asian food. You name it, we have it.
It's really good. I
Uh-huh.
also tried a Thai burger when I was there, and
Thai
tell us about that.
burgers.
That's really
The
fun.
Thai burger, you see the truck, it's huge. We have our one of our amazing vendors that's, he's been doing this for over 10 years and he's now
Mhm.
part of the Eastlake Farmers Market. We have amazing Filipino food. And the most beautiful thing about the Eastlake Farmers Market is how we are all a family. We all came together in a very critical time of our lives, which, the COVID, a lot of people were hurting for money
Oh, yes.
and just to be able to see their smiles after you know making, because they all sell out. It's a great place to have a business, because whatever, if you sell jewelry, people sell their jewelry, you name it. And the community is super supportive, coming every Saturday and pretty soon Thursdays, to sit down and eat amazing food and just walk around. We have, you know, churros.
Oh, delicious.
Uh,
No, it's so good. Well, and I think that's really important because
mhm,
by creating this market,
mhm,
we were able to not only give options to consumers, but also to let people in the community get out and sell and
correct.
make some money. So it's Saturdays. The hours are what on Saturdays?
Yes, the Eastlake Farmers Market are every Saturday from 9 to 2. It's in La Roca parking lot. It's 2371 Fenton Street, Chula Vista. And we're there every Saturday, and pretty soon, starting May 6th, we're going to have another farmers market. It's going to be an evening one, so we're going to start from 5 to 9 at night.
Wonderful. I
Mhm.
think that's great because if someone's busy on Saturday mornings or Saturday, it
Mhm.
also goes to 2 p.m., but as well as on Thursday evenings, you can go and check things out.
Yes,
And I love this idea too about how it's bringing our community together.
it is.
Whenever
Mhm.
I go there, I see friends, people I know.
Amazing.
It's really special. Could you share with us a story, maybe about a vendor or someone who especially benefited from what you're doing?
Let's see. Well, I think the one that comes to my mind would there's so many of them, and but if I would get to pick one of our vendors again, I would probably, picked Livy. And the reason
Yeah.
is, she's a young, woman that was working in a restaurant field. She stopped working because they closed the restaurants. So she said to me one day, you know what, I have this recipe for my grandma. So I think I could make this. So she started developing the cookie, which I love that. And right now, every week she's not a waitress anymore. She doesn't want to go back to that because
Mhm.
now she has her own business, and she does very, very well.
And it's true, and she's there
Uh-huh.
every Saturday with
She's
a big
there.
smile on her face selling those
That's right.
delicious cookies.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
We
just
also have Sandy as well that, there's so many vendors that I think we have, changed their lives. And, a lot of them were not like Sandy. She makes crafty it's called Sandy Crafty Corner, and
mhm.
everything she makes is, for the home
Ha
decorations,
handmade gifts then.
handmade gifts.
Wonderful.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's true, and the other vendor I'm thinking of too is the man who does the woodworking, and he makes the
Jeremy.
trays. Yes, those
Mhm.
tell us about his trays, they're really cool.
Well, Jeremy's, he makes everything in his garage. You guys should come and meet him. He makes everything, and he makes chairs, any kind of decoration for your home. Um, you know, There's so many things that he makes. He made funny, but he's white, and he made this tortilla to make
Uh-huh.
tortillas. I'm like, I
Tortilla
want
press.
that taco tortilla press.
That's really fun. That's
Yes,
great. Yeah.
definitely is. Like, it's fun to see all the things these people keep creating every week and bringing them and to our market.
That's really good, and I think that the message that lots of people is resonating with a lot of people is to shop local. Support the people who are creating something out of their kitchen,
Please,
support
yes.
the person who's working out of their
Hmm.
garage, or
Hmm.
who has this
Hmm.
creativity to bring you a new product or something different. And recently purchased a cutting board that was personalized for my mom's birthday. She's turning 80 in May, and
Hmm.
she was so sweet. The next week, I went to go pick it up, and she had it packaged so nice, along with a thank you note saying, "Thank you for
Oh.
supporting local businesses." And that really touched me, that she would take the time to write me a thank you note for that.
Hmm.
Very, very kind. And
Hmm.
aside from the market, which I know takes a lot of your time and energy,
Hmm.
tell us about some of your other projects because you are a
Hmm.
big entrepreneur.
We
And
are.
maybe could you start telling us a little bit about your masks because that's
Yes.
really cool.
So, yeah, so when the pandemic started, I have, experience in manufacturing. So I said, you know what, people need a mask.
They do.
So I started developing my own mask, and, I am still selling them. And I actually sold all over the world. I don't know how that happened, but
Wow.
I sold to India, Greece, Italy, and it's amazing. And for once in my life, I got to feel like the celebrities feel. I like said,
That's
this is
cool.
what it feels to sell a product around the world.
Yeah. Yeah, and
And
a needed product as well.
and a needed product. Yeah. So everybody, also, okay. So while I was making my mass, I got to meet so many people. So if you would come to my mass on when the pandemic was going on, my home. it seemed like a store because I think I would have like at least, I'm not kidding, like 100 people visit my house. It seemed like that I was selling something else besides masks,
But you weren't. You weren't.
but I wasn't.
We're
There
selling
were
protection. Yes.
masks, and
Wonderful.
people would just park outside of my house and make a line. So the beautiful thing about all this was that I got to meet a lot of people. I
Mm-hmm.
got to meet people that have, restaurants that, that sell things. And I got to meet so many people that were so like in every field, of course, nurses. We got to donate a lot of masks to New York. So one day, and this is how everything started, that one day, I kept selling my masks. I was doing amazing, and I'm so thankful that I'm still selling them. But I went to a distance learning school that it's
Mm-hmm.
called the Eastlake Learning Center, and I got to meet Patrick and Corey. So I went in. I wanted to sign up my kids, and they had a little school at La
Mm-hmm.
Roca Church. And as I was walking in, I got to meet him. Very good energy. And I said, you know what? I want to sign up my kids because Stephen and James they're not doing too good in distance learning. So I think this would be a great place for me to bring them. So I got 1 week for free. So
Mm-hmm.
in that week, I got to know them very well, Patrick, Corey, and we got to bond. And I said, I think we should change the concept of the school because at that time they only had 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, I changed the business plan. All of a sudden, we got 5, 10, 20, 30 children. Then all of a sudden, we're like, we had a school, right?
Wow.
We're like, we want you to be part of this. So, I got to work with them. And one day, if we have a farmer's market, it was Patrick's idea. So he
Mm-hmm.
was looking through the window and he says, you know what would be good here, Malena, if we could make a farmer's market.
Wow.
Because when I was in Hawaii, I had a friend that started a farmer's market. So what if we make it? What if we start and I said, you know what? Let's do it. I said, I know this person and this person because they would used to buy mess from me. Let's do it. So that's how everything started. We have Corey Boda. He's a genius when it comes to computers.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick does amazing with planning and contracts. So we went and spoke to the pastor and said, we want to start a farmer's market. He looked at us very funny and he said, what? You guys already have a lot of responsibility with the school. Why are you going to open a farmer's market? I
Mm-hmm.
said, give us the opportunity. We could do this. So, it took us, not joke, this is not a joke, 3 weeks to put everything together.
Wow.
I
That was
was I
fast.
was the one who brought in all the people inside the farmers market because again, thanks to my mass, I met so many people. You know, also, Katya's website, Facebook, that she also
The
helped.
Eastlake Food to Go.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Also, Katya helped. I went around to a lot of farmers market. I got, to meet other people, but the people that I already knew me, they're like, we want to sell this. We need money. We're hurting right now. Can when I sell this? Can I sell that? I'm like, yes. So
Wow.
all of a sudden, our first market, which was December 12th, we had, I believe, like 20 some vendors.
Wonderful.
20
That's
some. The
great.
second week, we had like 30 something, and then it kept going on and on and on. Right now, we have over 60, 65. Sometimes the most we've had, I believe it's 70,
Wonderful.
and we are growing so much. And it's just to see the people's face every week,
It's
when
it's
they,
like a community. It's like
you know,
yeah, it definitely
I love it when
it's
they're
a
like,
home for people.
Malena, I sold out. I'm like, oh my God,
Wonderful.
that is so nice, to give back to people, to
Mm-hmm.
make, they go home with money. That means they can pay bills, they can do so many things. And it's just so rewarding to have that.
Yes.
And we're blessed. Right now we're going to open another Thursdays. We're going to open another farmer's market. That's going to be in the evening from 5 to 9.
Wonderful. That's
We
so
already
good.
have so many more vendors, and we're planning to open another one somewhere else. Nobody knows, but it's a
It's
new
in
location.
project, in
It's
process.
in projects.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing, going back to, most amazing thing that I one day I said to Patrick, you know what? Let's pass this knowledge out to the ladies, to women that are at home stay moms and they're stuck and they don't know how to start a business. So
Mhm.
I started an entrepreneurship for women, and and it's been a blessing. I did it for 4 weeks, then we had to return. Like the church had to have their offices back because church started.
Yeah.
So next week we have our new office, and I'm so happy that we're gonna continue having the entrepreneurship. What are the ladies gonna learn? They're gonna learn how to start a project, how to register your project, how to create an idea. So many things that are gonna
Business
learn.
licenses and
Business
yeah, like
licenses.
the practical things of how do I get
How do
started?
I get
Yeah, the A, B's,
started?
and C's of getting it going.
Yes,
That's wonderful.
yes, and it's a lot of people, they're already signed up, and it's just I can't wait, to see them, with their business and their license, and Patrick, Corey, and we have there, I'm humble to say this, and I say I think we found the secret of success. It's so good to work with the team, with
Oh,
a
yeah.
team. When you want to do things on your own, it's also good. But when you have a team that you trust each other and you become stronger, and it is just amazing what things you could do. Right. So, people, please, if you ever have a project and you think that your friend is good at something, she's good with IT, but I'm good to creating this, and you can work as a team, that's where the success comes from, of working together, being honest with each other, and creating this amazing things that we have. We're not stopping. We are going, and creating new things. And, it's magical when Patrick, Corey, and I sit in a room, because we are, every time we leave that place, there's something coming.
Some a new idea
A
is
new
popping up.
idea, a new
That's
idea.
fabulous.
Anything is possible. Don't ever make an excuse. I have children, I have kids, I have two little ones. I'm a mommy too. I have my little Lowe's, Stephen and James Lowe, that are 11 and 12 years old. I have Marcos, my 23-year-old son, and Marcos is a grown man, but Stephen and James still require a lot of time. But when you are passionate about something that you want to do, and you plan it and you make it happen, and they're watching you do it,
It's
right?
true. It's
Kids are
such an
watching
example.
you
Yeah.
doing, creating and making it happen. Little Stephen and James, they're little business entrepreneurs. Mommy, I want to sell. Mommy, I want to help you. Let's do this. Kids, it's good what they learn in school. Obviously it's education, but if your child sees you, you know um do good in anything, and they're gonna say, oh, if my mommy, my mommy likes to sell, like Stephen and James, they love doing what I do. And every weekend I take them to the farmers market, and they help me set up my mask business, because yes, I still sell my mask.
And they're still needed, definitely. I've bought one before, they're really nice.
I still sell my mask because I cannot stop. I love what I do. I'm so passionate about creating my mask, and making different model. It's just something that I love doing, and I will not stop doing that until nobody needs them.
Of course, and I wanted to comment too about
Uh-huh.
the idea of having, children participating in the business.
Mhm.
I think at the farmer's market, I've seen a lot of families there, and they have their young kids working, and they're helping to set up, they're
Yes.
placing the products
You
out, they're
seen it.
helping give change,
Yes.
and,
Mhm.
it's I think that's another one of the really great benefits of this market is that people have more opportunities, and we're teaching the next generation as well to be creative, and also
Mhm.
to know the benefits of hard work, because a lot of kids on Saturdays, they're not thinking about going to work. What do you think they want to do? They want to go have fun, go to the beach,
Exactly.
do things like that, but it's a
Mhm.
really good lesson for them in the end. Well, Malena, I want to thank you so much for being here today and for sharing with us your projects, and
Thank you
like
for
to
having.
invite thank you, and
Mhm.
invite our listeners to again come to the farmers market, and it's on Fenton Street. And I often tell my friends, like especially those in Chula Vista, do you know where Kohl's is? And they're like, oh yeah, because everyone knows where Kohl's is because we all go shopping there. And it's just, I say, it's on the street behind Kohl's. Just go up a little bit, and you'll find it. And they're like, oh, great. It's so easy to find. And the parking is easy too. It's just off to the side in the tall office building. That's, I think, is it 3 stories? The one it's a little bit to the west,
Mhm.
and it's a great
It is.
place.
Mhm.
And so thank you so much. And that's the end of our show today. And I just want to say thank you for listening. And I'd like to take a moment to thank our show sponsors, the Attorney King, Saquon Casino and Resort, Indian Motorcycle of San Diego, the gym, and IB Fitness. And I want to say a little shout out to the Attorney King because I had an opportunity to meet him at an award ceremony. He's a really great guy and he's really, really generous. And he rescues dogs from Tijuana. So, like, that
That's
just warms my
beautiful.
heart beyond. It's amazing. And thank you all for being here today. And we'll see you next time. Bye.